and welcome to another Purveyor of Light Photoshop quick tip. Today we've got a really simple one. I could probably finish this entire tutorial in less than 30 seconds, but I'm just going to go ahead and explain things for people that would like a little explanation on what's going on. But basically, we all take photos, and some of us just turn around, snap a photo, and put it out on Instagram, and that's that. Some of us take a photo and do a little bit of touching and editing in Lightroom and so forth. And then there's some of us that turn around and take the extra little step to put a little more artistic touch to our photos, just to give them that little zooty quoi, as they say. You know, it's a difference that people can't put their finger on. Okay? And the technique I'm talking about now today is called the matte effect. Okay, it gives a painterly look to the photo. It's very subtle. Okay, and I'm going to over exaggerate it here for the tutorial because it doesn't translate well over the YouTube videos. So I'm going to greatly exaggerate the effects so that you can actually see what's going on. But here, let's jump right in. We've got this beautiful photo here, and nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's been processed. It's got a beautiful image. But you know, this one here to me yells, take it the extra step. Okay? Do that painterly effect. Make this thing the next level. Okay? And in order to do that, okay, I could turn around and take a exposure adjustment layer. So I'll just do that. And now I'm going to work with the offset and the gamma correction. Okay, two sliders that most people have never touched. Okay, everybody knows the exposure slider, right? That exposes your photo. But most people don't know what the offset. We're going to mess with the offset. We're going to slide the offset just slightly until we like. Notice how we're fading the image. Okay, we're giving it that softened, glowing look, right? Now I'm going to jump down to the gamma correction, and I'm going to start bringing back some of the darks that we washed out with the offset. And I'm just going to be gentle. Take your time with it, okay? We're in no rush. And there. Now what I just did right there is very subtle, but I'm going to turn it off, okay, and on, okay? And now you can look at this and you go, this is now more of a work of art, a painterly effect, okay? And that's easy. Now, I'm going to give you some options here. I just showed you how to do it using an exposure layer adjustment. But in Photoshop, there's always 26 ways to skin a cat in Photoshop. So let me give you a couple more examples doing the exact same thing. Okay, we could use levels adjustment. So I bring up the levels adjustment, and then this time I'm going to bring in the black point. Okay, maybe even the white point a little bit. And you'll notice how it gives it that painterly effect. Okay, I don't prefer that effect, but that's another way of skinning a cat is levels. One more way of doing it in Photoshop is the curves adjustment. We can come up and do the curves adjustment, and now again we're using the same technique, just a little more refined, right? The curves gives us a little more control, but basically we're going to take the black point and we're going to move it up. Okay, you'll notice how we're getting that painterly effect. But now because we're using curves, we can actually use the power of having total control over the shadows and highlights. I can bring back into the image, bring a little more contrast back in. So I have a little more control. Plus I can turn around if I wanted to. I could come in and work with the individual channels in color. So, again, before and after. Okay? So there's 3 different ways, whichever you're comfortable with. There's no right and wrong way, whichever one you're comfortable with. For me, I'm always a fan of the exposure adjustment. It's quick, it's easy, and I love the effect that it gives. All right, let's jump to another photo. Okay, here we've got a portrait. Nice portrait. Beautiful eyes. All right, again, let's go ahead and take the exposure, and we're going to take the offset, and we're going to move it till we get to the ringing of the blacks. Take the gamma correction till we like the picture, and there we are, the before and the after. The before and the after. It gives it that painterly effect. You notice how it just flattens out the image as far as dynamic range, but it gives you that that comfort feeling, that fine art feeling. Okay, it's extremely subtle, and you'll get very good at it. And then everybody will be looking at your photos and going, "How come your photo looks like this, and my photo's got, you know, a glossy look to it, and blah, blah, with highlights and glare and that?" You go, "Ah, that's my secret, right?" One more. Let's go ahead and do another portrait. Oh, beautiful picture here. We've got a nice fall color, cute little girl, and again, let's do it. We will use an exposure adjustment layer. We will adjust the offset, okay, until we want the effect. I'm going to do very little on her. Move the gamma, and there we are. We are done with her. There's the before, and there's the after. Now, I'm sure it's not coming across in the YouTube video as well as I would like it to, but trust me, go grab some of your portraits and some of your pictures and do what I just suggested here. And I think you're going to find this a useful tool in your toolbox. All right, till next week, you guys take care.